Welcome to In the Hoops. I'm your host, India Sampson, and this is where we talk all things basketball. Let's get into it. Here are my top 5 plays of the week.
Because now the game's in the balance. This is the moment of truth for them. And that's always a great.
That was not supposed to be alley-oop.
Picked up the loose change, drives the length of the floor, and slams it down.
That's how you get
on 15 to in front by 14. And darting in the paint. Spectacular!
That's what I'm saying.
Moving on to the breaking news this week, so the Warriors pursued a trade for LeBron before the deadline, and clearly it didn't happen. But let me tell you, I was literally talking to my mom probably like a week or so ago, and I was like, oh my God, the Warriors are going to trade for LeBron. But obviously that didn't happen, and I still think it could within like the next 2 to 5 years, you know, towards the end of their careers. But if y'all remember, LeBron literally said that he wants to play with Steph, and whenever LeBron says something, it's gonna happen, okay? But speaking of people though, Adam Flagger signed a 2-way contract this week with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and that's super exciting because a lot of people I know him, so congrats. I love seeing people succeed. But talking about successful people, the Orlando Magic retired Shaq's jersey, and it was the first jersey in franchise history to be retired, and he deserves it because he was the most dominant player, if not the most dominant player we've ever seen, and went on to have this amazing career and is still capitalizing off his success. So congrats to him. We love that for Shaq. But now let's talk about a team that hasn't been successful in years, the Charlotte Hornets, specifically Charlotte Hornets guard Miles Bridges. But the state of North Carolina dropped 3 criminal counts, including a domestic violence protective order violation, misdemeanor child abuse, and injury to personal property. And they dropped these charges because of a lack of evidence, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But let's move on to who stood out in fashion this week, Victor Wembanyama. It's kind of giving Kanye West in this all-black outfit. It's also giving superhero vibes, and honestly, it's kind of cool. Very different. But who doesn't want to be different? But the person that wins the trophy this week is Jordan Clarkson. Look at those pants. The trend is definitely big pants. Skinny jeans are out. Street style, comfy vibes are in. 10 out of 10 fit. We love it. Also, I did want to shout out Jason Tatum. These pants, I've never seen patchwork like that, so we like it. We like it a lot. I would wear those pants for sure. But now moving on to player media, where I get you in the loop with In the Hoops. First things first, Isaiah Stewart punched Drew Eubanks in the back tunnels. Now, I don't know what the scuffle was about, but why did he do that? Like, he now has a track record of coming for people like he did when he tried to fight LeBron. Like, that was very interesting. I was just like, I was watching that game and I was just like, okay, like, don't come for LeBron like that. But let's roll on over to Sabrina growing up in the Bay.
I have this picture up, I think I was about 10 years old, and giving him a high five in the tunnel. This moment for me is much bigger than just a shootout, and knowing that I could have never dreamed of an opportunity to share the court and the floor with someone that I've looked up to since I was 10 years old.
That's absolutely amazing. It's so crazy when you share the same experience with your idol. So I have a similar situation that I had with my first runway show being Prada, and Gigi Hadid walked in, and I was just like, wow. Because like, you see them online, it is so crazy to see them in person, and it's like, wow, you're actually like a human for real. So that was really interesting, but I definitely understand what Sabrina is going through right now, because sharing the same stage as your idol is absolutely like the peak of really anybody's career. At least for me, it was the peak of my career when I shared the same stage with a whole bunch of my idols. I was just like, what is life? Like, you know. But speaking of Steph Curry, he made history again with his 4th straight game with 7+ threes, and wow, Just wow. I'm telling you, when Steph and LeBron retire, I'm not watching basketball ever again. We all know I'm kidding, but still, like, that's gonna be a sad day in basketball, but we don't have to worry about that, at least for the next 2 to 5 years, you know what I'm saying? But let's talk about Steph Curry's teammate, Draymond Green, saying this.
Yeah, so just to go questioning my character, I thought was whack. But like guys are making a habit out of that. Him and Kevin questioned my character before, as if you want my honest opinion. Yeah, I did what I did. I take my stuff on the chin. We spoke about that. I still stand on that. I meant every word I said about it. But if you want to know the truth about that, I think all of us cowardly. I think, you start going to question somebody's character in front of the whole world, it's whack. So I think they all whack.
I think they have a right to question his character because look at what he's done in the game of basketball. Punching people, stepping on people, slapping people. Like, that's more than the game of basketball. That's personal, you know what I'm saying? So, but Draymond is still gonna be Draymond, and that is what it is, But moving on though, Victor Wembanyama visited the International School of San Antonio. Take a look.
My first intention is to, make the kids a little bit happier, inspire them as much as possible.
Yeah.
Really, it was my pleasure to be here, spending some time with the children, especially, reading a couple stories to them. This made me happy.
The NBA is really making Victor the new face of the league. Like, little kids are freaking out over him like he's really that guy. And to me, he's living up to the hype. But as the season becomes more serious, who will win Rookie of the Year? Chet? Victor? Let me know in the comments down below. But with all that being said, thank you guys for tuning in this week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay in the loop within the hoops. See you guys in the next one. Bye.